We're back at the track once again for the final conditioning race of the season. The next race will be the Kentucky Derby, and after that we'll have the Preakness, and then there'll be one more race in there that isn't a Triple Crown race. That's the Belmont Gold Cup, which is 2 miles. It's going to be a bit of a curveball, and then we're going to have the actual Belmont Stakes, and then we're going to have the Breeders' Cup, where some foreign horses will race against your usual heroes, and then we're just going to have one final race where all the horses try to beat this one horse. That's crazy good, but I digress. Let's discuss this race, or rather, let's discuss race 9 and then this race. So, race 9, there were good breaks by Night Sky, Naysayer, Rogue Dasher, and the worst break was by Emperor of India. Immaculate Lady could not catch the front pace, while Night Sky set a very early gap with the fastest front pace. Naysayer and Rogue Dasher held steadily behind the front runners, and the rest of the pack was steady. Immaculate Lady attempted a late run, but couldn't push past the front of the pack. Naysayer made a late run, but faded hard. Haley Comet made a strong late run, but couldn't catch Rogue Dasher after Night Sky faded very hard. Riley Incentive faded on the stretch. Elsa Conger couldn't catch Haley Comet, but made a decent late run. And Emperor of India made a good attempt, but surged too little too late. Sorry, horse fans. I'm very tired. But racing comes first. Now for this race, we have a distance of 9 furlongs, the furthest that they've ever gone so far. It's going to be sunny, fast, and firm, clockwise configuration. Poor showings. The last race by Riley and Senate leaves some doubt with how they'll run this time around. However, they are looking in better shape this time. I did some tweaking to get a little meta with it. May have overcorrected a little bit, but everything's squaresies now. Regardless, being a front runner at this distance is going to be brutal no matter what. So I really don't have a lot of faith in them going forwards unless they're working their late pace, because as the distance gets harder, as a front runner you're always at a disadvantage, because you have the front, so you're confident, but you have to set the pace, and that's kind of a daunting thing. Riley and Cindy both have the lowest class amongst the field today, but they make up for with their aptitudes. Riley will face heavy traffic in the pack unless they can make an early lead. They may be a non-factor. Senate has the outside but lacks the late pace to fight against the pack, and they may also be a non-factor. Emperor of India may finally make a grand showing with the best late pace amongst the field today, but their early pace to get into position leaves something to be desired. Other late runs to look out for would be from Elsa Conger, Haley Comet, and Naysayer, who are all showing great strength and late pace today. Night Sky can't compete with the early pace of the front runners, but may get lucky if they are stuck in the pack as he closes them from outside. Rogue Dasher may hit the board again this time and is looking overall well-rounded, but likely doesn't have the strength to push on to this distance. Immaculate Lady and Bucephalus II are likely non-factors, though Bucephalus II may improve today with a boost in their aptitudes. And once again, this is the final race before the Kentucky Derby. Let's hope that all the trainers dig in and focus on where the horses are the weakest, which is for the most part in their aptitudes. Your post-time betting favorites are 7, 5, and 8, and my picks are 6, 8, and 9. Just to give you a little rundown for the future, the next races are going to be 10 furlongs on dirt, which is the Kentucky Derby. 9.5 furlongs on dirt, which is the Preakness. 13th race is going to be 16 furlongs on turf, which is the Belmont Gold Cup. The 14th race is the Belmont Stakes, which is 12 furlongs. And then you have the Breeders' Cup, which is 10 furlongs on dirt. And then there's going to be a 20 furlong dirt race against Horsespiel Eclipse. The Triple Crown races and the Breeders' Cup race are worth double in the leaderboards. But just to give you a quick run of the leaderboards for who is in first, second, and third place, which will be no surprise. First and second place are tied by Riley and Send It, both with 15 points. And then third place is held by the recent upstart Haley Comet with 9 points. Let's look at the post parade and then start the race. Okay, so once again, expect early speed from the front runners, but anticipate they fade. Okay, good break by Night Sky, Naysayer, and Send It. Send with the early speed. Early traders is Emperor of India. You have Night Sky now surpassing Naysayer, Riley on the rail, Rogue Dasher fading, holding the pack, and Maggot Lady behind them, alongside Haley Comet. Busevla's second, Elsa Congrou, and Emperor of India at the back of the pack. Maggot Lady, Rogue Dasher, Naysayer, Riley, Night Sky, and Send It. Send It with that huge lead right now. Between them is Night Sky, then Riley, Naysayer tagging just behind Riley. That's where they want to be. You see Haley Comet making their run a bit earlier than usual. Okay, looks like they're going to hold the middle of the pack. Send It. Can they hold on to that dominant lead? We'll have to see. They are sitting very comfortably in the front right now. We have Naysayer and just inching ahead of Riley. Rogue Dashers in the pack, still moving up. The pack is holding steadily. Emperor of India is still in the front, the back rather. You have some late runs being made now. You have Bucephalus. Haley Comet making a late run as well. Send It's holding, but will they fade too far to go? There's Haley Comet coming from the outside. Naysayer, Bucephalus the second coming in. Riley's nowhere to be seen. Haley Comet, Bucephalus the second. Send It. Elsa Congrou from the back. There's Emperor of India now. Who's making this late run? Bucephalus, Congrou, Emperor of India. Ooh, okay, that's tough. That was Congrou. Gotta see the replay. Congrou, Emperor of India, and then maybe Haley for the third place. Let's see. So that was 5-6-2. That was Bucephalus. Just eked out ahead of Haley Comet by a little over a length. As you can see, all the front runners, this is not their distance. They're all going to have to work on their late pace, especially. Because you saw Send It. She had a really good, strong start. Riley really couldn't compete at all this time around. There was that early traffic, and they just couldn't catch the front pace, like expending too much stamina. Because eventually they just faded in the pack. But Send It had the highest leads. That's why they're a little bit above their other front runner counterparts. But yeah, as you can see, Send It, that major lead doesn't really count to much unless you can hold on to it. So focusing on their late pace, that's going to be integral. And their aptitudes as well. Aptitudes are a big game changer. We really haven't been seeing many trainers focus on their aptitudes. All the horses kind of like slowly via horse osmosis get a little bit better, but we really have only been seeing Send and Riley focus on their aptitudes, which is why they have had such good early victories. A lot of good late surges. Basically, all the late runners performed as I expected. Naysayer did it better than I anticipated. I expected Haley Comet to at least beat out Bucephalus, but Bucephalus had worked on their aptitudes recently. I do want to see Naysayer hit the board again one more time, but I'm really happy for Emperor of India because it's been a while for him. But I want to see Naysayer at the board next time because they deserve it. You know, what can I say? Here's your win play show payouts. And your whole board is 562, 893, 47110. Emperor of India, or rather, Elsa Congrou, Emperor of India, Bucephalus for your win play show. Let's watch the replay, and then we'll focus solely on Congrou. And then tune in next time for the Kentucky Derby. That's going to be a tough race for any of these horses.
The horses are in the gate.
I will add one more time, just to get some insight on Congar. Congar has probably the best strength and power amongst this field, so they're really going to shine at distance. They're going to be going forward, I think, the horse to beat consistently. We saw a lot of like good late speed from Haley Comet lately, but no one in the field currently can match Congar's strength. So that, coupled with their late pace and their running style, makes them probably the horse to beat. Emperor of India up there too, but maybe a little bit more strength.
The horses are in the gate.